we go, guys. Official F1 23 gameplay around the Las Vegas circuit. We get to see the Las Vegas Strip in action for the first time ever. We're seeing it before the official F1 Sport goes there later this year in November. And yeah, we've been treated to some gameplay on the official F1 YouTube channel. I think it's a 3-lap race, and we're getting straight into the action. Look at this. We're starting in P22 in the middle of a corner. It would be good if I actually gave you guys some sound for this. So let's play this again. Going through, this is the FOM car with a Las Vegas livery, and here we go. If I had to guess, I think this is the Mercedes power unit. I could be wrong on that, but here we go. Into turn one. First time for all of us to see Las Vegas in action. Pit exit on the left-hand side. Very tight, winding first few corners. I can't get over the fact that if you're starting at the back at Las Vegas, you are screwed. You're starting and you have to turn at the same time. 50-lap race. Appreciate the graphics there on screen. Big old dive bomb from PJ Tierney. Codemasters employee. I believe he's the social manager at Codemasters. Don't know if he's a handling guy, but he looks pretty quick, looks pretty competent, which is nice to see. Can't really ride that curb on the right-hand side. Again, very twisty through here, very hard to overtake, even on lap one. Race distance of 306 kilometers. Don't care, didn't ask. No, we do care, and we did ask. Thank you for the gameplay. It looks like a very busy lap so far. Surface changes, undulation as well. Into this left-hander, that looks like a nightmare to run through. Bearing in mind, guys, I will stop talking in just a minute so you guys can take in the gameplay. We'll go through that in a second, but just my first impression so far is this circuit is quite crazy. Look at this massive back straight. 2 DRS zones for this circuit. All the slipstream in the world on DeVries. They can't get close to the AI. Heavy braking zone here, nearly running into the back of the AlphaTauri. Those corners there are going to be a bit of a nightmare for avoiding track limits, I imagine. 17 corners. And again, filled with lots of straights. So first half of the lap is very technical. That's a bit undulated as you rise over that. Into the left-hander. Show the nose on the AI. Not putting up too much of a fight. We're not seeing... I'm trying to watch the AI as well, and it doesn't look like they're doing all too much in the way of jostling for position and fighting for a move for a dive bomb, for example. Nice little move up the inside of Bottas. No, Bottas is ahead of Tsunoda. Still very undulating through here. Very narrow. It's polar opposite parts of the circuit with you just can't do nothing through this bit when it comes to actual racing. But then all the battling in the world will be in the second half of the lap. Here we go again. Quite crazy. I've actually been here in real life. The Las Vegas Strip is massive. That straight is absolutely unbelievable. Here we go into this left-hander. You can probably ride that curb, it looks like, so far. I've noticed as well that the person who's driving is short shifting, which I imagine you don't need to do too much of on F1 23 because of the increased traction. You can floor it a bit more, but I think that's probably more of a force of habit of just playing F1 22 so much. A lot of us will have to shake that off. I can imagine those curves maybe being a bit deadly on the odd occasion. Bottas trying to go up the insides of Albon. Of course, car performance is not final at this stage, and that'll be done closer to the release of the game. I'm in a 38 lap time up the inside of Bottas. Hulkenberg and Gasly fighting away. Very nice. Still side by side. And Hulkenberg is going to grab that one. Nice move from him there on the outside. It looks like slipstream is pretty potent as we go around the outside of 2 cars. Can we get Hulkenberg as well? Low speed rotation, not the best. Nearly pinched the inside front tyre. What do you guys make of this gameplay so far? Nice little dive up the inside of Hulkenberg. It looks like certain curbs affect the car more than others. Majority of the curbs are flat, but not all of them. Listen to the game sounds. Sounds like it's got a deeper tone. Oh my, corner cut! He's just got away with that. He has got away with that. It is a tight corner, yes. So I feel like the track limits should be lenient for that corner, because if you're running side by side with someone, that's going to be troublesome. Let's go back to that. Let's go back to this corner cut. Let's hope for their sake that we're running not on strict corner cutting here, because this is a corner cut for the ages. That's one from the archives on my channel. Not even a warning. Please don't let that be strict. Of course, new track, so maybe the track limits aren't even fully polished just yet. Look at the overspeed. Low battery. So it's nice to know that even the developers are terrible at battery management. Into this left-hander as well. That looks like it's an absolute nightmare. I think this is going to be a low wing configuration kind of setup. You just see the lack of rotation, the lack of turning at low speed. Look at how horrible this is. Brakes quite hard. Actually carries. Ah, I see. I think PJ is running with ABS on, because look at how much brake trace he runs into this heavy left-hander. If he's running no ABS, he's locking up for sure. Massive slipstream on Sargent. Watch the brake trace. Let me get to the braking zone, of course. Full brake, full brake, full brake, and then he doesn't really trail brake at all. But still, though, the car wasn't turning very much into there. Last lap. I think we're coming up to the last corner now. Pit entry is on the left-hand side, so it's yeah, this is a bit of a consideration when you come to new tracks. Is how will the pit kind of process work? Sorry for a lack of a better term. So there shouldn't be any shenanigans of people running into the back of someone if they're going in for a pit stop here. But what my concern is, as we run this at half speed, is we could have a Singapore situation here where if you get too greedy coming into the pit lane, that is a very tight corner, and there's a big old pit wall waiting for you on the outside. So if you're too greedy, you will hit that pit wall. 100%. Like the top end speed that you're running into this heavy braking zone, you'll either get caught out for pit speeding or hitting that pit wall. So good luck. But yeah, many chances to overtake around this circuit. You just got to be patient through Sector 1, it looks like. And then Sectors 2 and 3 is where all the jostling for position is going to be. And that is the gameplay. What do you guys think? This is within F1 World as well, by the way. Tech level of 100. Customization. We get a look at any... Okay, so we got a look at some of the helmets that are in F1 23 as well. There's the Connor Sport livery helmet. That one is Aiden Jackson or Devin, but I don't know at this point. But you can see they're all stickered up with the Connor Sport branding on the visor, so you know that's from Breaking Point. A couple here. That one looks nice. My biggest gripe with a new F1 game is there's barely any choice for helmets when you start the game, and more so liveries when it comes to like my team. So hopefully there's an abundance of that when we get the full version of the game. Here we are with some of the driver suits. That one is definitely the Connor Sport one. That one's got some Red Bull sponsorship on it. It looks like a Verstappen special. Maybe pre-order bonus or something. I'm not too sure. And then this is the Las Vegas suit, which looks a bit like a Martian suit. I like the touches of the playing cards, the diamonds. That's cool. Matte black is always nice. No, it's not matte. It's not matte black. That's like a satin gray, satin black. Very nice. And here are some liveries. You'll be able to choose these for my team when we start the game as well. So that is very cool. There's the Connor Sport car. There's the Verstappen car. And then there's that yellowy black. Maybe it's like a Lando Norris one, potentially. Not too sure. But we don't get much of a look after that. But that is the gameplay. Do we want to have another look at the start? Let's keep an eye. Let's keep a specific eye on the AI off the start here. Very weird. It is pre-built, like not the final version of the game, but like off the start, Guan Yu Zhou goes complete left. Like they're turning straight away, as is Norris, but Zhou is the one who turns the most. Piastri gets a terrible start. It goes nowhere. Can we see like big variables in the AI starts now? He gets away all right, and then he just hesitates in the second phase of the start. We could be unveiling little features here that have been changed. Hard to tell. But in general, if you run no assist, especially if you're on a wheel, lack of traction, it is very hard to battle with the AI at the start. They always get much better starts than us. So maybe this could be a change. Who knows? Big old dive bomb from the player here. Maldonado, I didn't even notice that the first time round. Pasta Maldonado. That's been chosen as the icon. So this is a My Team race. Look at the My Team car. Very cool. I like the changes that they've made to the HUDs on the bottom. One thing though, it must be said, it's a little bit harder to tell what your battery percentage is just by reading the number. Yes, you've got that yellow bar which slides down. That's very illustrative, but actually, if you want to get the dead-on number, it kind of blends into the yellow above it, if that makes sense. So that's a small gripe with me, but otherwise, it's pretty good. I don't think it's going to take too long to get used to this circuit to know where it goes. There's not that many corners. It's very much a straight line speed track. Very much suited to Red Bull. Maybe even Williams as well. They like their straight line speeds. Ferrari are going to hate this circuit. Lovely stuff. Thinking about tyre wear. Tyre compounds. Probably more on the rear. This looks like it's probably more rear limited than what it is front. Not many high speed corners. Like I said, it's all kind of low speed. It's a street racing circuit. You're not going to have those big, smooth, like flowing corners like Silverstone, for example. Got to put a bit of a load on the front right tyre that corner. Tyre temps shouldn't be an issue, especially since we're running it at night. I think in real life, tyre temps might be an issue. It does get bloody hot in Las Vegas. I was there last year and I was walking around and it was like 42, 43 degrees in June, July or something. No, it was August. It was August time. And it was the most pleasant 42 degrees I've ever been in my life. But we're running at nighttime. And the corners aren't that strenuous on the tyre, so I don't imagine. Anyway, long roundabout way of saying the tyre temps shouldn't be an issue. That corner looks challenging. It looks very satisfying when you get that right. Screw it. Let's just go through it. There's only one more lap to go. You can take in this gameplay. One extra time. DRS enabled on this lap. And this is where things get crazy. Nothing like overall happens too much until the DRS gets enabled on this last lap. That's when things go absolutely wild for slipstreaming. Here we go. First DRS zone of the race. And look at this. We're absolutely flying. Could have been even more aggressive. Could have broke later into that right-hander. Gets two moves in one. Hulkenberg next. Williams are doing really well in this race. I like that dive bomb. Hulkenberg just gets out the way. Engine sounds good. Definite improvement on last year. I like the reflections off the paint. Unbelievable corner cut. Absolutely unbelievable. Gap is 5/10 on this straight, and he started with 13% battery at the start of the straight. So he's got less ERS than Sargent. He's pretty much maxing out now. He's bottoming out on battery. So his straight line speed is even less than what it would have been if he had more battery charge. And he still flew past him. It was an 8/10, 9/10 gain. Actually a second, 10th. It was a second gain on Sargent from the start of the straight to the end of that straight. Absolutely nuts. DRS seems like it's more potent this year. That, or this guy's running low wings compared to the AI. That is the F1 23 gameplay. Very good to see the AI and everything in action in a full race. That's not a trailer. We can see how things are evolving. Very interesting. Let me know what you guys thought of the gameplay. Please leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. See plenty more racing game content. Very, very soon, I'll be able to bring you my own gameplay. So let me know what you want to see from me with an early version of F1 23. Thanks so much for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time for more F1 23 stuff.